Okay, so I'm really hoping that you guys cannot hear wind. I have you propped up on my window and it's with my phone, not my camera. But I feel like I need to make some kind of intro for this video. So my intentions were, after I filmed the first clip of this, it was like, well, I have 3 months until I announce. So I have 3 months to make an intro for my new channel, this channel. But I have been very, very sick, you guys. It has not been fun. I have been in bed pretty much since the first clip was taken. There's been a few good days. Most of my days I'm super nauseous or I'm just getting sick. So I haven't had time to film an intro. I haven't felt good enough to. I am currently like 12 weeks, like 3 days or something. So I'm like almost into my second trimester. Because I think technically it's 13 weeks when you hit your second trimester. Also, I'd like to point out that every single clip in this video, I look like a homeless person. But again, it's because in the very beginning, 1 second, I'll wait for the wind to die down. In the very beginning, I was full of nerves and just kind of like waiting it out to see what even happened and if everything was good. And then by the time that was over and I could film, I was really sick and was like, I'll film when I'm not sick, but that hasn't happened yet. And I thought it would. I'm having a kind of okay-ish day today. Yesterday was horrible. So eventually, I'm hoping by my next video, which I don't know what it will be, but I'm hoping, my next video will be my gender reveal. And that'll be up in like a month or 3 weeks. But I'm hoping by then I will have an intro filmed and ready for this channel. So like I mentioned later in the video, I didn't expect the test to be positive. So I literally just pulled out my phone and filmed on my phone, horrible quality, just in case it was positive, because I wanted to have that to remember. Just like everything I say in this video, I know it sounds like a lot, there's a lot of details, but it's just like things that I want to remember. That's the whole entire point of making these videos. So cue the video of me seeing a positive test. It's hilarious. I'm like looking at the test like, because it's so faint, so I look at it like 3 different angles to like make sure I'm actually seeing what I think I'm seeing. So let's go on into that. I am so confused. I'm so confused. How did that happen? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so at this point, I probably should have switched to my camera, but I have the battery charging. This is really weird. Okay. I was recording that, expecting it to be obviously negative. I do not believe that it is. There is a very, very, very faint line. So I'm gonna take some more over the next few days and see if it gets darker and like more, like prominent. I can't even breathe. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. I don't even know what to say. So I might take another one like a little bit later tonight and I'll record that. But for now, I'm just gonna chill out. Okay guys, so today is the next morning after the video that you just watched. So I took another test and it's a little bit stronger than yesterday, but still faint. I'll just like put the video in because you can see it so much clearer on here with the light. That's great. So I think what I'm gonna do now, to number one, save money, is I think I'm going to wait like 3 days and take another test. Because to be quite honest with you, it's freaking me out that it is still faint. So if you see this video, I'm pregnant, obviously. If you never see this, I'm not. And I do think that something's happening. Like, I do think that I am pregnant. It's just it's just a matter of whether it like sticks. You know what I mean? So I had a miscarriage last year. I would be giving birth in May of 2020. So like 2 months from now, which is insane. And okay, so I feel like I'm all over the place, but I can't even think. So I have endometriosis. And so I know that it doesn't, like, it's not making me infertile because I got pregnant once and apparently a second time. But I am terrified. I kind of let like Google and stuff get the best of me. My doctor, or a doctor that's filling in for my actual doctor, I was talking to him about this and he said that I know he said 12 out of 14. I don't specifically remember how he worded it, but I almost want to say that he said women with endometriosis, 12 out of 14 pregnancies are miscarriages. And so I like researched last night how much having endometriosis increases your chances of miscarriages, and it said, or of miscarrying, and it literally says that it increases the miscarriage rate by 76%, over 3/4. So number one, if you are seeing this video, I'm either 3 months or well over 3 months, because I do not want to share this too early, especially from my last experience. So I guess like because they're so faint, I'm just wondering if everything's gonna like stay. I almost am like scared that it might get like a little bit stronger and stronger and stronger and then start fading again. As like a chemical pregnancy, like an early miscarriage. So I don't know. I think I will come back to you guys in like 3 days, take another test. I didn't really film much when I actually took the first test that I took yesterday morning, because I thought that it was gonna be negative. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pull out my camera. Like, you guys remember me in one of my last videos saying, well, my last video is on my other channel because this video will be on a whole separate channel. But you guys remember me saying, whenever I get pregnant, if I ever get pregnant, blah, 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 I wanted to start like a family channel and have it be like home videos, but for the world to see, apparently. Just to like always like look back on and stuff. So like this video alone in 3 years is gonna be pretty cool to look back on. If I have a 2-year-old at that time, you know? So originally, like, my plan was, if I ever think I'm pregnant, I'm gonna pull out that camera and I'm gonna go on this big spiel and blah, 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 and then we'll check the test, and if it's positive, that will go into my video for like my pregnancy announcement, which would be the first video on this channel. But I thought it was gonna be negative, so I didn't say anything. I just turned on my camera, and I was like, well, if it's positive, I'll just put that little clip in. Didn't expect it to be positive. Weird. I'm so giggly, I can't take it. Yeah, but the other thing was, I had all these things planned in my head. I have for like 3 years, you guys. Pretty much since I've been watching family channels, and I'm like, when I'm pregnant, that's what I'm doing. like I had this idea to, my first video would be the pregnancy announcement and me finding out that I'm pregnant. My second video would be telling my friends and family. However, I maybe can still do that to an extent, but yesterday when I took that test, my best friend, I called her so she knows, I called my cousin so she knows, I went to my mother's work and showed her so she knows, I told Jake so he knows. I wanted to get all these things on camera, but I'm the kind of person who, like, I wasn't so much saying like, guys, look, I'm pregnant. I was saying like, guys, do you see a second line? Like, maybe I am pregnant, maybe. Like, I kept saying like to everybody pretty much like, well, I might be, but like, you know, we'll see in a few days. So it wasn't even like a straight up like, oh, I'm pregnant. And now because they all saw the line, they all just think I'm pregnant anyway. So I pretty much have already told them. I did not get any of it on camera. But I can tell you that, let me see if I can remember the reaction. So my best friend Hannah, she got here first and she saw it and she's like, oh yeah, when she was looking at the test. She was excited. My cousin, when I told her, I FaceTimed her and she was super excited. She was like, are you? My mother at first was like, I don't really see the line, I don't want to get excited, kind of thing. Jake, I called him because he was working, and I called him and I'm like, I don't want you to think about this too much, it's a really faint line, but like my best friend and my cousin, like they both saw it, and he's like, okay. Gets home, I show him one and he's like, oh yeah, I can totally see a second line. He's excited too, but I also know that he's super nervous. Not like nervous in a bad way, but nervous in a normal way, like, whoa, it's actually happening now, like he's gonna be a father kind of nervous. Like, same here. Same here. And then last night he was like, I'm excited to have a kid, but let me tell you right now, and he like gets near my stomach and he screams, it better be a boy. So yeah, everyone is excited. His mother is super excited. Yeah, I don't know. There's still people I have to tell. I haven't like told my aunt. I'm sure my cousin has told my aunt, even though I told her not to. Nothing ever stays private in our family. But yeah, so like I said, you know, you guys might not even like ever see this. If you are watching it, things are like okay right now. I seriously hope that everything just stays. I just want everything to like go good, no miscarriage, no nothing, just a normal pregnancy. That is what I want so bad. I will be so sad, so sad if I miscarry again, man. And I read, of course, you guys, never ever Google anything. Googling sucks. But I just did it because I was like so confused with the faint lines and stuff, which I also looked up, and a lot of people get really faint lines in the beginning for the first, like, it can even be like the first like 5 days. But apparently every time like that you miscarry in a row, it increases your chances of miscarrying even more. So if I miscarry again, I will just be absolutely terrified for the next time that I fall pregnant. So I guess the next time that I wanted to pop in, because I'm currently editing the video, I'll post it today. So like, this is literally me today. But I think the next thing I wanted to say was actually two things. I know I seem really negative about all of this. I'm slowly coming out of that. It's just like, because of the miscarriage thing, I just like had no hope in the beginning whatsoever. I did not think I would even make it this far. But I did. And I'm just like really hoping and praying that everything works out amazing the whole rest of this pregnancy. I just want this little baby. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back in a few days, you guys, with another test. So we'll see. I'm nervous. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, you guys, do not mind the horrible angle. It's the next morning. Let me like wipe off my lens real quick. I will put a picture of this up in case you guys can't see it, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it. Yeah. So that's a pretty strong positive, honestly. Don't mind the laundry and stuff. This is like my spare room, so it's a mess. So they've been checking my levels, like the HCG levels in my blood, to make sure that they're doubling every 48 hours. And my first thing to do after I found out I was pregnant, I called them and they said, so come in either tonight or tomorrow and check your levels, and then come back 48 hours later and check them again to see if they doubled. And they went from 162, which was my first levels, and then in the 48 hours they doubled to 360. So they actually doubled and then some, like they more than doubled. And last night I started like spotting very lightly, which freaks me out. I never spotted my last one, even though my last one was a miscarriage, so it wasn't like a good pregnancy anyway. But like, I read that only 25% of women actually have spotting. It feels like bad to me, and I haven't really had a good feeling from the start since I found out that I was pregnant, because I'm kind of like expecting it to end in another miscarriage. But so they were gonna have me go in a week after I got the 360 to see if they doubled every 48 hours like they were supposed to for a full week. That would be in 2 days, would make a week. But because I started spotting last night, I went in today to have my levels checked, and I'm waiting for them to call me and tell me if they're where they should be. I might call them right now because I'm getting really anxious. I hate to be annoying, but like, it's been like 5 hours. Hi, this is DareG Gostin again. Hi. I hate to be so annoying, but I was just wondering if she's seen them yet, because I'm just so anxious about the results.
Alright, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Darian?
Yeah?
Yeah, did you tell me this morning that you had been bleeding?
Yeah, I had started spotting last night. It's very light.
Okay, so you started spotting last night?
Yes.
So, very, very light. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Darian.
Hi.
Hi. So, Dr. White's not in the office anymore, but Dr. looked at the results.
Okay.
He looked at the ones before as well, so they're going up really well, the way they should be.
Okay.
But he wants to send in a type-in screen just where you're spotting to make sure. Do you know what your blood type is?
I do not.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to send in a type-in screen. I don't know if you're still around. You can go over and have the type-in screen done just so that we can make sure you're not Rh negative, so you won't need the RhoGAM shot if you're spotting.
Okay.
But repeat the beta in 48 hours again to make sure that it's still climbing the way it should be.
Okay.
But yeah, so the type-in screen, you can go do that whenever. More preferably when, like, as soon as possible, just in case you are Rh negative, we'll bring you in and give you the RhoGAM.
Okay. I will try and make it up today. If I can't say, I will early tomorrow morning. But are you allowed to tell me like what the levels are exactly today?
Yep. Hang on just 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So today your beta was 5,054.45.
Okay. Wow, that's I must have not calculated right, because I thought they were only supposed to be like 2,000 right now. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, no, that means, I mean, it's going up really well. So usually they'll triple.
Okay.
What we're looking for, especially within the 48 hours, is your number to triple.
Okay.
That's a good sign. So as far as that result, you're still quite early, anywhere between 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, so now that all of the video is done, you guys, I'll put in like a little clip of what the baby looks like now that it's actually a baby. I like die every single time I look at this video because this thing is just perfect. I'm like so giddy, I can't even control myself. I sound so stupid. But this is the first time that we actually saw the baby look like a baby, because obviously, like, if you know stuff about this, at first it's just like a yolk sac, so it just looks like a blob on the ultrasound. But now that I've hit like the 3-month mark, it actually looks like a baby. It has arms and legs and feet which you guys will see in this video and hear the heartbeat. It's the sweetest thing. And don't mind how much I'm like giggling and just like really giddy in this clip that I'm gonna show you of the ultrasound. I'm just like in a little bit of disbelief. The second that he put the machine on my stomach, me and Jake saw it like jump. It like swooshed up or something, like it like pushed its feet up. And at the same time, we're both like, what? Like, is it jumping? Is that the baby? And we've talked about it every single day since. We cannot get over how we literally saw our baby like jumping. It's so cute. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely like ecstatic now. We have had time to actually get excited because I've made it this far. So cue that part of the video. I was supposed to be,
Okay.
but I can't remember.
Bladder? That's your baby jumping?
Oh, bigger now.
Yeah, it's much bigger.
To the head?
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
That is nuts.
Just like jumping around.
Happy to see you, I guess. This is the heartbeat here. So we're going to listen to that. Uh-oh. If your baby is able to just stay in the place, right?
Okay, you guys. So that is all for this video. So you've been with me from 8 days past ovulation. So you've been with me since I was 8 days pregnant, all the way up until a little bit over 3 months. So we're getting there. So again, like I said in my next video, which will be my gender reveal, which by the way, I'm getting it done by blood earlier, like a little bit earlier, just to like have like a sneak peek. So I'm gonna do a gender reveal for that. Just know that it might not be accurate, but it's like, I think it's like 98.8% accurate or something at like 9 weeks, and I'm way past that, so it should be spot on. That's why I'm not like hesitant to post it as a gender reveal, because I'm pretty sure it will be accurate. So yeah, by then I'll have an intro and an outro for this channel, and it will actually be put together, and I'll be using my camera, not my phone camera mix, because I'll be actually prepared for this. And that's it. So goodbye. I'll see you in my next video, guys.